Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. I am caretaker Divya Singh, representing 7 Delhi Girls Battalion, Delhi Directorate. I am extremely delighted to be given this opportunity to give a lecture on the topic disaster management. So without wasting a minute, let's begin the session. So first of all, we should know what does disaster actually mean. A disaster can be defined as an occurrence, either nature or man-made, that causes human sufferings and creates human needs that victims cannot alleviate without assistance. Hence, disaster management refers to the management of both the risk and the consequences of an event or disaster. Although it does not eliminate the threats, instead, it focuses on creating plans to decrease the effect of disasters. Okay, so moving ahead towards the next slide, we have two types of disasters. Number one, natural disaster. Number two, man-made disasters. Natural disaster comprises of meteorological. These are the disasters which are related to the atmosphere of the earth. For example, droughts, floods, etc. And the second one is topographical disasters. These are the disasters which quickly reshapes the topography by weathering, erosions, etc. Examples for these are avalanches, landslides, etc. And the last one is environmental disasters, man-made disasters. Number one is technological. Its example is explosion. Second one is industrial accidents. Its example is chemical spills, etc. And the last one is security-related disasters. Now, phases of disaster management. Generally, there are 5 phases of disaster management: disaster preparedness, impact, response, rehabilitation, disaster mitigation. These are mainly classified under 3 main phases. Number one, pre-impact phase, which comprises preparedness, impact. And the second one is impact phase. It comprises response. And the third one is post. And the last one is post-impact phase, which comprises rehabilitation and disaster mitigation. We'll be discussing more about these phases in our further video. Disasters, types and effects. You might have heard the news of earthquakes, cyclones, terrorist attacks, failure of atomic power plant, etc. These are dangerous events that happen without our knowledge, and we call them disasters. In simple terms, the sudden event that leads to the huge loss of life and property is known as disaster. From this definition, we understand 2 main characteristics of disaster. The first one is that it is all of a sudden event which happens without our knowledge. And the second is it causes huge loss to the life, property, as well as to the entire environment. As disasters occur unpredictably, therefore it is not easy to take precautions. Note that disasters are different in terms of nature of disaster, period of each disaster, and extent of damage it causes. Let's try to classify them. Generally, there are 2 types of disasters. Number 1, natural disasters. Number 2, man-made disasters. A natural disaster is an adverse event that results from natural processes of the earth. It could be earthquake, volcano, flood, drought, cyclones, etc. Natural disasters can be further classified as geophysical, biological, meteorological, hydrological, and climatological disaster. On the other hand, there are man-made disasters, which happens due to technological growth. For example, industrial accident, chemical spills, fire, war, crimes, and terrorist activities, etc. Man-made disasters can be accidental or intentional. Effects of disaster. Because of disaster, life in respective areas suffered a lot. Some of the disasters are catastrophic, which takes place all of a sudden and cause great damage. But the recovery takes place in short time. For example, Nobody can forget the earthquake of Gujarat and Ladar. But now, life in these areas had returned to normal. There are other disasters whose impact remains for long duration. Such disasters remains severe and severity increases even after it happens. Other examples include desertification, various problems of crops, global warming, rising level of oceans, etc. Broadly speaking, disasters affect medical, economic, social, environmental, political and administration areas of life. Once the life is gone, there is no chance of recovery. Others suffers from mental stress, injuries, etc. Mental stress often leads to social health issues, demand for food, water and other resources give rise to clashes in the society. Spreading of diseases often create unhealthy environment. Collapsing of bridges, building road transport, railways, etc. cause great economic loss. It causes decrease in productivity and increase in expenditure for recovery. Disaster also leads to pollution, such as land, air, and water resources, causing various environmental problems. There are problems in functioning of administration because of stress on workers, failure of transport system, and other facilities. Damage to governmental system leads to political problems as well. Deforestation results in decreased water holding capacity of soil. This reduces the infiltration of water into the ground, which causes flood. Ultimately, scarcity of trees disturbs the water cycle and may reduce rainfall, leading to droughts. It is definite that we cannot stop the earth from shaking, but at least we can prevent ourselves by taking some precautions. If a building is not anchored to its concrete foundation, earthquake loads can cause it to side off. Trees reduce the risk of flooding. Woodland acts as a barrier to floodwater, while trees also prevent soil erosion. In drought-prone areas, proper water supply, proper irrigation system, and drought-resistant seeds can reduce the risk of loss. Earthquake-resistant buildings should be constructed everywhere, even when it is not an earthquake-prone area.